Good morning, everybody. Well, it's been a bit of a journey this morning getting to this point. Hopefully, we're going to have no more problems, and this is the right time for our program this morning. Um, yep, it's great doing updates, and perhaps one shouldn't leave it up to the last minute. And there we go, lesson learned. So let's go from here. And I'm just trying to set up this music again, and it just continues. Okay, we're just getting the right link again. Okay, so let's all bow down in front of Shri Mataji, raise our kundalini, and put ourselves into bandhan. Thank you, Debbie. So this morning we're going to listen to Mahalakshmi Ashtakam, and a talk that was given in 1996 for Diwali Puja in Portugal. We'll just go to the Maha Mantras first.
Saraswati
So just put your attention up at Sarasra and we'll listen to Mahalakshmi Ashtakam.
नमस्तेऽस्तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूजिते शङ्खचक्रगदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते। नमस्ते गरुडारूढे कोलासुरभयङ्करि सर्वपापहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते। सर्वज्ञे सर्ववरदे सर्वदुष्टभयङ्करि सर्वदुःखहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते। सिद्धिबुद्धिप्रदे देवी भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदायिनी मन्त्रमूर्ते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते। आद्यन्तरहिते देवी आद्यशक्ति महेश्वरी योगजे योगसम्भूते महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते। स्थूलसूक्ष्ममहारौद्रे महाशक्ति महोदरे महापापहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते। पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशि जगन्मातर्महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते। श्वेताम्बरधरे देवी नानालङ्कारभूषिते जगत्स्थिते जगन्मातर्महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते। महालक्ष्म्यष्टकं स्तोत्रं यः पठेद्भक्तिमान् नरः सर्वसिद्धिमवाप्नोति राज्यं प्राप्नोति सर्वदा। एककालं पठेन्नित्यं महापापविनाशनं द्विकालं यः पठेन्नित्यं धनधान्यसमन्वितः त्रिकालं यः पठेन्नित्यं महाशत्रुविनाशनं महालक्ष्मीर्भवेन्नित्यं प्रसन्ना वरदा शुभा। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
We'll just sit quietly for a few minutes.
which I think is very much worshipped in this country, where they worship her as Maria. And also there's a Swambhu of Maria, you must have seen. And also there was an apparition of her. First I never believed that it could be, but then after feeling the vibrations, now I know it was true, that she did appear here in an apparition. She appeared before me also, you must have seen in a photograph. This is the principle by which you have risen to this state. The central path of your ascent is created by Mahalakshmi power for the Kundalini to rise. In the temple of Mahalakshmi in Kolhapur, they always sing the song of Udo Udo Ambe. So I asked the people there, why do you sing Ambe's song in Mahalakshmi's temple? So they said that we don't know why we do it. But is it wrong? I said no. Because only in the Mahalakshmi channel Kundalini can rise. And Kundalini is the Amba. That's how, you see, they understood, and they were really amazed that I explained it very well. Because from ancient times, this song has been sung there. And they never knew why this song is sung. Coming to the point of Mahalakshmi, we have to understand what does it do, what is help, is that this Mahalakshmi channel or the Mahalakshmi's powers have created within us a proper balance, a proper route for Kundalini to rise. Left and right has been balanced, and she is the one who creates and makes a wider path for Kundalini to rise. This is the path of compassion and love. Through that compassion and love, she creates this path because she knows that if the path is not wide enough, the Kundalini cannot rise. Ultimately, one reaches a state where you start seeking, and when you start seeking, your Mahalakshmi principle has been awakened. That is awakened, and sometimes it is very strong. Then you start seeking in a mad way. I'm sorry to say that many are already lost in seeking, but there are so many who have now come to the right path and to the right ascent. The another thing this Mahalakshmi principle does is to allow the Kundalini's power to go to different chakras also, to make a way to different chakras and corrects all the chakras. She is a very flexible force, I should say, which guides the Kundalini into different chakras, and she understands which chakra needs the help of the Kundalini. So you must have seen that when the Kundalini rises, how she pulsates, where she goes, where she shows the need is of your awakening. All this works out because she is full of compassion and love that you should get your absolute truth. We have many problems as it is, you know, in Sahaja Yoga, because when people are ascending, they carry on with them some of their past stones and they cannot climb. They try, then they fall. Try, then they fall. Then they go up again, they fall. But today I am going to tell you about what is the state one has to achieve? Shri Krishna has said it in the Gita, describes Sthitaprajna, the second chapter, but it's very difficult to understand him. It is not so clear-cut as your mother is. So people don't understand what he's saying. Can you close them? And they ask a question, how? How do you reach that state of Sthitaprajna? How do you get to that stage? But Gyaneshwara, when he wrote his Gyaneshwari, he called it as the Sahaja Sthiti, is the state of search. He didn't call Sthitaprajna. He called it as Sahaja Sthiti, meaning the state of Sahaja. So he describes the Sahaja in a very beautiful manner and very subtle. Of course, Ganeshwara also very few people understand, I think. A person who reaches that state is like a mirror. And so many faces pass over that mirror. So many look into that mirror. So many decorate in front of the mirror. But mirror is the same as it is. So the person who is a Sthitaprajna or the person who is Sahaja is not bothered about what is facing him, who is facing whom, where he is. He stays within himself. He contains within himself. Like the sun, if the sun plays with his different rays, he is not lost. All the rays again return to us. In the same way, all the senses that we have, all the senses that are there do play around. But for a person who is in a Sahaja state, it doesn't matter, it makes no difference. He is not involved, he just plays around. Again, all of them come back. This is a state you all have to achieve. Then you are really Sahaja. But I still find people lost getting money out of Sahaja. Some people lost getting out of leaderships. Some are lost in getting jealousies and envies and all that. So that means a lot of work has to be done still within. There is no need to work as such if you leave everything. That's why I always say meditate, because when you meditate, what happens that all these things that are pulling you down are finished. Gradually they disappear because you become yourself. You get content by yourself. And you are never bored. I am never bored. I don't know what boring word means, you see. When it is with you or alone, I never get bored. What is there to get bored? If you are not involved into anything, you never get bored. Another thing is you rise above all these things like greed. Now people who are greedy are still involved, making money here, making money there, all that thing. Those people who are still full of lust are still organizing some things like that. But in a Sahaja sthiti, you just watch. You are just a witness. You are not lost into anything that is pulling you down. This state is not difficult to achieve for you at all because you have crossed over your mind. Now all these things come to you through your mind. I have already said that mind is a myth, which you must accept. Myth is that this mind gives you ideas. Some people think, yes, mother, but. Yes, mother, but. This but is coming from your brain, from your mind. The brain is reality, but not the mind. The mind says but, and then you start feeling very depressed sometimes, unhappy. Because some people feel even bad because they are very good people that there are so few Sahajyogas. Doesn't matter. Just watch. And this watching state, this witness state, is the Sahaja sthiti. In that you become so subtle, you become yourself, meaning so subtle that nothing can disturb you, nothing can change you. Now see the nature as it is. You know there are 92 elements. And 92 elements, none of them can be, say for example, you cannot make silver into gold, gold into silver. The atoms are so arranged that they have certain valencies. And apart from atom, even molecules are so arranged that they have their own structure. You cannot change. If you try to change, then you create bombs, atomic bomb, this bomb. It's absolutely destructive. It's only human beings who can change, who can transform. Now look at the blessings that you are a human being and you can be transformed and you can be made into a new element, that is the self. This is the speciality of human being. But if somebody that is false guru or somebody, he tries to do something new, he'll explode. I've seen people who have been to false gurus, they still faint, they still have problems, they still get trouble more than people who have been without that. They are also all right now, much of them are improved. But this is one thing one should understand, that in one way, when you are analyzing and when you are breaking an atom or you are breaking a molecule and trying to transform, it explodes. It doesn't work out. The other way around is that when you try to synthesize, then you can form anything in the nature. Like this is now being brought out by synthesizing. This plastic is created by synthesizing. Matter can be synthesized and can be brought together. And human beings have to get synthesized also. They can be synthesized better than matter because they change, they transform. Now, for example, there is gold. You make gold into ornaments, make into anything. It remains all the time gold. Gold is gold. It is there. It is not that by changing them into ornaments, it changes. Its element is there, gold is there. But for human beings, they get transformed when they are synthesized. This is a very big difference between the matter and the nature and human being. Matter, nature are different absolutely from human beings. Human beings, once they are transformed, it's like a living process. They become like flowers. But still, it is not that you see in the nature. It's not the same as you see in the nature because nature doesn't have a mind. It doesn't have a mind. It just is under the control of the divine or nature that is working out that way. But here you are under your own control. Here you can control yourself. In this synthesis which is going inside you, what you find that you are completely in control of yourself. You know what is happening to you. Now you start seeing yourself separating from all these things. Some people come and tell me, Mother, see, my ego is very bad, you just take it out. He sees his ego. He sees what is the problem is. Somebody says, Mother, my navi is very bad, I'm still busy with the money. he sees it. First starts the knowledge about yourself. We call as self-knowledge. But one has to even go beyond self-knowledge. By that knowledge, what do? We have to see. When you have the knowledge, first we say there's no knowledge. People have no knowledge, they're ignorant, there's darkness on them. Now the light has come, you can see. You can know what's wrong with you. Now you start separating yourself from all those things that you see as wrong with you. You see them getting out. So many nonsensical things there are. Like we have jealousies, envy, greed, lust. I mean, it's horrible things to say on a Diwali function. So the Diwali is that one by one, so many lights are enlightened. And you start seeing it first. First you start seeing what is wrong with it. And then as you see it, you don't want it. Then you work out to get rid of it, to become clean. Now this also knowledge disappears. You don't have to have any knowledge. You are there. You are there. There is no need to know about your chakras, you are just there. At that stage, nothing matters. You become just like a stone, I can say. Stone with a brain intact and a heart intact and a liver intact. You just don't mind anything. Don't get upset with anything. You just enjoy the love and compassion. That's good. And the ripples that come back to you. Even that is lost after some time. And you are just nothing but Sahaja. That is the state people achieved. In those days they achieved the state. But with that, what lacking happened, that gets lost. They all got lost. They couldn't do anything to others. One person getting it, becoming great, finished. Or two persons at the most. So, now Sahaja Yoga stands first of all at the knowledge state, where you have the knowledge. First, you should first of all have full knowledge about yourself. The self-knowledge should be complete. Then in the third stage, we should say that when the knowledge is full, you should get rid of all those things that you know about yourself, which are useless, which are hampering your progress, which you know is wrong. Like I see some dirt falling on my sari, I'll just clean it out like that. Then you start separating yourself into that Sahaja state. But still, in Sahaja Yoga, you develop another dimension, which is collective consciousness. That is the modern Sahaja Yoga. In the olden days, they didn't have this. So they just all got lost. Now you have collective consciousness. And in that collective consciousness, you start feeling others, feeling for others, compassion for others, and you start working out for others. In that also, sometimes, when you are working around, you think how much money I can make, what I can achieve as a leader, or some sort of thing is still there. But this collective consciousness starts growing. When it starts growing, then you become, as I said, drop in the ocean means complete ocean. You become complete ocean. So the ocean has its own maryadas. It doesn't bother. It has to live with its maryadas, lives with its maryadas. It doesn't want to cross any boundaries, all right. Accept it. It will not cross its boundaries. In the same way, it happens that you are very self-contained. You are not selfish, but you become very self-contained. You are contained within yourself. I know many Sahaja Yogis are angry that I have not punished many horrible people who have been troubling Sahaja Yoga. I don't have to bother. There's Param Chaitanya which is doing a lot of work. Let it look after. Why should I bother about anyone? See, after all, things are working out, so why to interfere? My job is just to watch, just to see. That's sufficient. There's no need for me to kill anybody in this lifetime or to destroy. They are destroyed by themselves. I've told you that I need not expose people, but whichever country I go, I find people get exposed. I run away from there really sometimes, thinking that God knows what is more is going to come. Even little attention on any country, it just works out. Even without my knowledge, oh my God, I said, when did I do that? So, one has to become, of course, he becomes the power of divine love. No.
We'll just continue on in a silent meditation. I this day be what you'd have me be. May I this day say what you'd have me say. May I this day be part and parcel of the whole, and may my thoughts be of a realized soul. May I this day have love for all mankind. Shri Mother, be in my heart and in my mind. Jai Shri Mataji. We'll just sing the last verse of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Thank you everyone for joining me this morning and sharing some of the drama that I had. I'm bringing it up because to begin with I couldn't find how to go live since having an update on Facebook. And so I was sending messages of pleas of help to some of the other yogis that I know do the meditations as well. And nobody was signed into their message at that time. So I was getting a little frantic and panicked and really silly actually. And it got to the point where I just stopped and I thought, I'm just going to sit here and start my meditation. And I'm going to give this all to you, Shri Mataji. And so did that, and pretty much immediately after I'd hit the calm stage and was feeling quite settled, I got a message from Debbie, who was able to guide me through. So thank you, Debbie, and Jai Shri Mataji. And it's just a little reminder to me that I just have to stop instead of reacting, just going into meditation and leaving it to Mother. And it does get resolved and sorted out. So anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you all for joining. And when you're ready to finish your meditation today, please bow down in front of Shri Mataji, raise your kundalini and put yourself into Bandhan. Have a wonderful day ahead, everybody. Jai Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji, everybody.